here's what I did. I was like, tell me in the last, 150 years, what were like the most cultural decades on the map.
Okay.
Right. And the 80s was one of the top 3. And I was floored. Like, because every decade you could say is awesome, right? Like,
but I mean,
it has this, it has that.
What? The Roaring 20s has to be one.
Yes, the Roaring 20s. Yes.
What else?
The 1960s.
The 60s, not the 70s, not the hippie era?
No, we're going to do this. No,
No,
because I'll talk a little bit about why not. Right. And then the 80s. So those are considered the chosen decades. The only ones that have staying power. Right.
What happened in the 60s?
Civil rights happened. Like the whole, everything.
Okay,
right.
Fair.
And then, of course, you just like talked about Stranger Things, like season 5, Stranger Things.
It's true. All in the 80s.
80s. Everything's
Let's
the 80s. So this is what we're doing. We are doing this whole thing.
Okay. About the 80s. I'm ready. Teach young me what I should have.
Okay. I know what
learned.
I lived through. Yeah.
Okay, but we're going to skip the cultured and curious then, right? Because I think you're going to talk about it the whole episode.
That is basically what this episode is. My whole goal, just so you understand the whole like bent here, is to try to explain why the 80s was so magical compared to other decades.
Okay.
Not just that it was a cool decade. You get the nuance.
Yeah.
All right, beautiful.
Why it was important. Okay, word of the day. Is it a word from the 80s?
Word of the day.
Kind of like 6, 7
like
today.
Rad.
Like, it was rad from the 80s?
Radical? Oh, totally rad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we said rad all the time.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay. Word of the day today is halcyon.
Okay.
Halcyon. Halcyon. It means calm, peaceful, or idyllic. Idyllic.
Okay.
It comes from the Greek word for kingfisher, which apparently is a type of bird, the kingfisher bird.
I knew that. Yeah.
And you can find like almost anywhere. I did not know
Sure.
this. Okay, it's tied to a myth where the kingfisher used to soothe the winter seas so she could nest, which is where the term halcyon days came to mean a stretch of unexpected calm. I didn't.
All right, I think we're just cultured just from that.
Yeah,
the word of the day
I didn't know any of that shit. Right.
Okay.
So anyway, we have to figure out how to get halcyon, calm or peaceful, into this thing.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, but weren't the 80s like totally not halcyon?
Okay. Did that just count?
Does that count?
You can't. You do that. You've been doing this lately.
Because I forget the word of the day by
But I mean, I argue is
section number 2.
It's a smart move.
I mean,
I like that you do it. Yes, they were the opposite of halcyon. I like that.
They were not idyllic.
Okay, I'm going to say that counts.
Okay, great.
You win, but
Check.
we are
Let's
still
go.
bonus if we can get it in again.
Okay. But see, you know what'd be great is
What?
if I had my money jar right here,
Yeah.
and you could actually put my dollar
Boop,
in.
beep,
But
doop,
anyways,
beep, boop. Yeah.
and then if I get it twice, then you should give me $5. Just kidding.
Deal. You did it when we did Stridulate. You did it like 100
It was
times.
great.
I
It was just the
had to
funniest
pay.
word.
It was
so
excellent.
funny.
You were just killing it.
Okay, so like the 80s.
Yeah.
Only 10 years for the decade,
Durr.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
Right.
But like, why is it so cool besides the fact that I was born in the 80s?
When were you born? 89?
86.
89 and a half?
86.
86. What's
Big
up?
4-0 next
Okay.
year. Here we
That's
go.
it. It's happening. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's how we'll start because like I can't do history because there's no like real history. It's only 10 years of history. That's stupid.
Sure. I mean, like, but you can hit it. Like,
should I start each year? So in 1980, no.
but like you can say what happened in the 80s, right, as an overall arching thing. Like we know the Roaring 20s, like Prohibition, right? So like
Right.
in the 80s, is there like an overarching
Yes.
historical?
We're going to go through all that.
Okay.
We're gonna go through that. Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
are doing history.
Yeah, we're going to do some
Okay,
version
okay.
of that. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll go back and we'll start. Okay, where did this whole thing started? Right.
Okay.
Like so 1860s. I'm going to start there because I'm saying that was sort of like the OG, most
sorry.
defining decade ever.
1860.
1860. So when I was looking all this up, literally I said like in the last 250 years or 350 years, whatever. I don't remember what it was. 1860 is sort of the first recorded OG decade because of the Civil War. Right?
Okay.
So that's like how.
Hold on, I'm confused.
Yes.
So you're talking about decades, the coolest decades.
the 1860s.
And
is
the
like
1860s
it's like the grandfather of all
Huh.
decades.
Okay.
Yes, that's where it all started. So
Not
like,
what I would have picked.
right, no, me neither.
Sorry,
right?
continue.
But I learned all this. So like in America anyway, it was the Civil War, right? And I'll quote, "It was the first time in modern history that a single decade produced a massive, irreversible transformation that reshaped a nation's identity, institutions, culture, and future."
Huh.
So in the United States,
I
the
mean, the
American
Civil War is a big deal.
Right. It ended slavery. It changed politics, but it also rewired like all of our social and moral framework, like of the entire country. And then I looked up globally, the 1860s marked the rise of the Industrial Revolution, industrialization,
Oh.
technological advancements all over the world. So it wasn't just an American thing.
Got it.
Okay.
So is that the same with the 20s, the 60s, and the 80s? Like it's a global decade, or are we just specifically America focused?
Oh yeah, no, they're global.
They
Oh,
all
yeah,
are.
yeah. No, they're all global.
So even
Yeah.
80s.
Yeah.
But like, how come the 2000s aren't in there with like Y2K and the internet?
Dun, 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 dun. I'll tell you why.
Oh my gosh.
We'll get there. Yeah,
How
it's
about
all
like
good.
2020? Why is that not iconic? We were all locked up.
2020.
I mean, we're
It
still
probably
living
will be.
it, but
Right.
oh,
More to come on that
okay,
one.
Okay,
We'll
okay,
see.
okay.
If you like this content, subscribe, leave a review, and share with us your episode ideas. We'll pretend like they're ours and pass them off as our own. If you like this short and want to watch another, click here. If you want to catch a whole episode, click here.